October 10th, 2022, Daily Bread. Passage, Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1 through verse 15. Key verse 4. Title, The Fall of Babylon. Go down, sit in the dust, virgin daughter Babylon. Sit on the ground without a throne, queen city of the Babylonians. No more will you be called tender or delicate. Take milestones and grind flour. Take off your veil. Lift up your skirts, bare your legs, and wade through the streams. Your nakedness will be exposed, and your shame uncovered. I will take vengeance. I will spare no one. Our Redeemer, the Lord Almighty is his name, is the Holy One of Israel. Sit in silence. Go into darkness, queen city of the Babylonians. No more will you be called queen of kingdoms. I was angry with my people and desecrated my inheritance. I gave them into your hand, and you showed them no mercy. Even on the aged, you laid a very heavy yoke. You said, I am forever, the eternal queen. But you did not consider these things, or reflect on what might happen. Now then, listen, you lover of pleasure, lounging in your security, and saying to yourself, I am, and there is none besides me. I will never be a widow, or suffer the loss of children. Both of these will overtake you in a moment, on a single day, loss of children and widowhood. They will come upon you in a full measure, in spite of your many sorceries and all your potent spells. You have trusted in your wickedness and have said, No one sees me. Your wisdom and knowledge mislead you when you say to yourself, I am, and there is none besides me. Disaster will come upon you, and you will not know how to conjure it away. A calamity will fall upon you that you cannot ward off with a ransom. A catastrophe you cannot foresee will suddenly come upon you. Keep on then, with your magic spells and with your many sorceries, which you have labored at since childhood. Perhaps you will succeed. Perhaps you will cause terror. All the counsel you have received has only worn you out. Let your astrologers come forward, those stargazers who make predictions month by month. Let them save you from what is coming upon you. Surely they are like stubble. The fire will burn them up. They cannot even save themselves from the power of the flame. These are not coals for warmth. This is not a fire to sit by. That is all they are to you. These you have dealt with and labored with since childhood. All of them go on in their error. There is not one that can save you. Daily Bread Message. Babylon was called Queen of the Kingdoms, and she enjoyed her wealth and easygoing comfort like a pampered princess. However, when God's judgment falls on her, she will sit in the dust. She will become a slave. She will be left with nothing to say. Her tragedy will be like a woman who loses her husband and children in a single day. Why would this happen to her? God used her to discipline his people for a time, but Babylon didn't acknowledge the Lord Almighty. She showed no mercy to Israel and treated her cruelly. Babylon was a proud and arrogant nation, saying to herself, I am there and there is none beside me. It was a direct challenge to God. She was too confident, thinking herself to be invincible and immortal. She boldly practiced magic and sorcery, thinking that she could control her future with her own wisdom and knowledge from astrology. She was wicked at heart, saying, No one sees me. But when the day of disaster falls upon her, astrology will prove futile to save her, and sorcerers and magicians will be of no avail. God judges Babylon as well as her idols. Babylon represents all those proud nations who have ignored God and despised his people. God opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble. Our hope is in the Lord Almighty, who is our Redeemer, who saves repentant sinners. Prayer. Lord, help me not to be arrogant, but worship you in humility and live a repentant life. One word. Pride comes before a fall.